Hey YouTube, it's been a while, and I wanted to show you guys my new stuff, since I can't find my SD card. But when I get my SD card back, I will eventually upload Homemade Gundams Part 2, because some of you guys haven't seen what other things I've built on that. But in the meantime, I want to show you a few things I've drawn. For instance, I have a few Gundam drawings, and some you actually seen I have put into a figure form. Some you haven't seen yet. So it's practically a preview. So before I show the Gundam drawings, I'm going to show you my Minecraft drawing. It's not my best, but here it is. Try to make the SD heads up display and everything. Well, that's it for the Minecraft. Now for some Gundams, because I know that's what you guys seem to look at my Gundams more than any of my Halo maps. It's kind of embarrassing. Alright. Now, these are pretty small for right now, but I have some pictures that are upgrades from what their small versions are and their big versions are. So, this right here is just a preview of all my Gundams. These were Gundams I've customly made, but I also had it in a dream. If I get the chance, I'll see if I can get some animation done, and I'll show you how. It's a pretty good dream. It's practically like a series, but it would probably take a long time before I even get to explain to you guys. But enough of this picture. It's pretty good, but they're not their big versions. Now, everyone remembers that gouf, but this is a tiny version. Now I shall show you my big version of that. Boom, shakalaka. Here's the red gouf. If you guys haven't remembered my, of course, Homemade Gundams Part 1, you should remember the red gouf. It looks a bit different due to the point it's drawn out. Only problem was I made big feet. And these rocket pads I'd never made. But everything else is up to detail. But that is red gouf. I will now show you my Gundam, one I pilot. This is Fear Gundam. He has very capabilities, like he can practically turn invisible, but only thing, he's a Xeon on Gundam. He has two cannons. He also has a cannon rifle on the back, but you can't see that very well. But he has a pretty much of attitude, because believe it or not, in my dream, Gundams actually could speak back. But he has a smart ass attitude. He's based off me. But enough of Fear. Here's some other ones. Ooh, that was not weird. This is Hero Gundam. If you look real closely, you'll see why I call him Hero Gundam. If you see the mark. But besides that, this is what he looks like. This is my friend's mobile suit, and he said it was pretty good. Well, actually, I said it was gonna I described it to him, but he's never seen it yet. But if you do not realize the symbol, here's just an Easter egg. It's practically based off the Link from Legend of Zelda, if you don't know who that is. But if you don't, this is just practically what my friend wanted to look like in Gundam form. But enough of him. We'll go to the next. Now, this next one I based off the Giradaga. I have to scoot the camera back because he's pretty big. I've had some modifications. He does have a cannon. He practically has every armament known to a freaking Gundam. This was like my best drawing. He's got a lot of detailing into him. But that's what the head looks like. If you can see it. Doesn't come out very clear, but it's my best. And as you can see, He does have a beam saber. But he's all cool and all. But there's some other ones. I'm going to show you some other ones that I have, but they're not finished though. So they will be finished. They're just previews. But this one is finished, the one I'm about to show you. This is the Poseidon Gundam. Him and Ares take all my goddamn food. It's amazing. But they're great and glorious warriors. Only thing, they're like Musha Gundam. They are not piloted. They have a mind of their own. And now some other ones I have. If you're Greek and you're underneath Ares, you're more likely gonna see what Ares looks like. Here he is. He has this Greek symbol over there. He has 2 rocket holsters, but of course he's a true warrior, so he never uses them. He mostly uses his hammer and his knife. Technique he has, he can split his hammer in 2 and throw them at any enemy targets. But that's just him. Now, this new one, you should remember, but I mixed up 2 good Gundams, but I'm not finished. This is just a preview of what he looks like. I'm not finished, though. I shall be finished, though. Oops, I just hit the camera. What I did was, if you realize, it's Burning Gundam, but I added cycle frame technology, so this new Gundam I made is practically the Burning Unicorn Gundam. So I mixed up 2 powerful Gundams. So this guy is pretty OP, or in case you don't know what OP means, overpowered. So this is like one of my 3rd or 4th best, but I'm not finished. You can see he's using burning finger technique, and right there, that's where the cycle frame technology is being used, all the yellow. But I'll show you some other ones that I'm not finished with, but are really good. This is from my old friend of mine. She wanted hers really big. Hers is called the Love Gundam. It was an old friend of mine's, but this is what her Gundam looks like. Not finished because I didn't finish that out. But I shall be finished with it when I get the chance. But if you wonder what these are, they're not really wings, they're funnels. She uses funnels for her best ability. Cannon right here. And besides that, she doesn't really use that much of a beam saber because it's hidden on her back. But that's just her. Here's another Gundam. Well, actually not a Gundam. Now, oh wait, no, I have a mobile suit before I get to my stuff. Alright. This was practically the same thing as that Gear Dogga thing, because I've added some stuff, but it's not a Gear Dogga. Unfortunately, I write so tiny. Unless you have really good glasses, that says Zaku 4 down there. It's pretty good. It just has a shield and everything, but the only thing different why I didn't really consider it as Zaku, because it doesn't have the shielding right here. But besides that, it's pretty good. And he doesn't have a rifle, but it's mostly for close range or melee combat. Now, to present you stuff for my own type of projects. These are not Gundams. These are my own suits. They're not Gundams. Alright, I think I just repeated that. Yeah, I just repeated that. Well, these are from my own game. If you guys don't know from my other videos that says Stormfront, I'm working on a game project. So, these are some models and examples of what someone looked like. This is the Diablo. It's a Juggernaut type. Has a bazooka over here, battle knife, long range plasma cannon, missiles, and some other technology. It does not have a head unit, but it has a capsule unit. So, it practically uses, you have to use your own eyes to see around. But it does have camera abilities. It does have a flashlight up here, so you can see in the dark. But its screen mostly changes to night vision. So, the whole camera idea, you just use the heads-up display and change what you're looking around. But here's another unit I have, but he's a Juggernaut class, forgot to tell you that. Alright, here's my next one. Not finished, but I will be finishing it. This one shall be finished. This is, I haven't really gave it a name yet, unfortunately. I was gonna call it Atlas, but I forgot MechWarrior R has a thing called the Atlas, so I can't call it the Atlas. But there's some bonuses. If you can see, that's the new version. But now I'm too lazy to grab the old version to see how I change from crappy to badass. But I might as well grab it. Alright, I'm practically back now. Oh boy. God damn, I have really big feet. Alright. Now to show you a comparison from crappy and badass. New version, old version. New version, old. Epic difference due to the weapon capabilities. But enough of them. Now, this what I call the LARAV. This is the Type B. I'm gonna look for the Type A, but in the meantime, while I look for the Type A, look at the design. Did you just say that out loud?
Yep. Not drink. I guess she heard us.
Well, I found the Type A and also found some other pictures I've done. Ow! Ah, damn. Unfortunately, this is really lightweight. I found out 2 tons doesn't really make sense. So practically 38 tons this thing weighs. Got long range capabilities. Passenger 2, driver 1. Faction it is the UAF. I'll eventually tell you what UAF stands for. But its height is 22 feet, so it's very small. It's got a 26-meter cannon. Left side, 9 ground-to-air missiles, 1 ground-to-ground missile, 12 M5 cannon. And on the right side, what the all LARV means is LARAV. LARAV means Light Armored Recon Assault Vehicle. The nickname, the Stalker, Type B. Now, I have its brother. This is the HARAV, Heavy Armored Recon Assault Vehicle. Its nickname, the Enforcer. Faction, UAF, and RTF. RTF is the Rebellion Tyranny Force. So, this thing has a lot of capabilities. The other one I forgot to tell you has stealth capabilities, but this is just built for hulking down targets.